They're desperate. They're breaking. They're seeking professional help because they simply cannot get over you. The truth is overwhelming them. You are irreplaceable. Their body is physically revolting against your absence. They're losing weight. They're experiencing intense pain. They can barely function in their daily life because the spiritual connection to you remains unbroken despite their attempts to move on. That's why they're finally breaking down and seeking professional counseling. They've reached their breaking point. They've tried everything to forget you, distractions, new relationships, keeping busy, but nothing works. You remain firmly embedded in their psyche, and they're now desperate enough to pay someone to help them escape the prison of wanting you. The veil has been violently lifted from their perception. Where once they saw merely a person, they now perceive your radiant light. Your aura's brilliance blinds them with retrospective clarity. They recognize now the divine protection surrounding you, the angelic guardianship they foolishly dismissed. Your spiritual frequency towers above the common masses, and this recognition torments them daily. The universe positioned a rare soul before them, and they failed the test. This awakening comes too late, a cosmic joke with their enlightenment as the punchline. They gasp at glimpses of your true essence in random moments, while driving, during meetings, in the silence before sleep. Your energy signature burns through their consciousness without warning. They see now how the cosmos marked you from birth, with gifts beyond ordinary comprehension. The ordinary world dulls in comparison to your remembered presence. Colors fade, music loses resonance, food turns to ash in their mouth. Your divine spark illuminated corners of their soul, now shrouded, again in darkness. Karmic threads entangle them in a web of their own creation. Each decision that led away from you now constricts like cosmic chains. They inhabit a reality of hollow compromise, surrounded by energies that drain rather than nourish. The stark contrast between authentic connection and current emptiness echoes through their soul like thunder across barren canyons. Their silent suffering intensifies as they maintain external appearances while crumbling within. The spiritual burden grows heavier with each passing day. Mark these words. Professional counsel seeks to provide relief, yet earthly therapists cannot unravel cosmic entanglement. They search for someone to help them move on when the universe itself has branded your connection into their spiritual DNA. Their higher self knows the truth their ego refuses to face. Some soul connections transcend temporal separation. Your path now accelerates forward while they remain anchored to the past. The distance between your energetic frequencies widens with each rotation of the earth. Your ascension continues, unabated, as divine timing orchestrates your journey toward purpose and abundance. Their awareness of your evolution only magnifies their crisis. The cosmos arranged this separation by design. Your energy required liberation from frequencies that limited your expansion. As you continue to shine with increasing brilliance, their recognition of what slipped through their grasp forces them toward professional intervention. The universe arranged this precise moment. Their breakdown coincides with your breakthrough. Every tear they shed waters the seeds of your abundance. Their awakening validates your chosen status, while their healing journey confirms the divine orchestration behind your separation. While they remain trapped in stagnation, you move forward with cosmic momentum. The universe supports your evolution with magnificent force. Doors open before you, paths clear for your journey. Opportunities manifest with divine timing. Your forward motion represents spiritual law in action, the relentless progression of a soul aligned with cosmic purpose. You may physically relocate, moving homes, changing cities, crossing borders. This geographical shift mirrors your energetic evolution. As your frequency rises, your physical surroundings must change to match your new vibration. The universe orchestrates these transitions with perfect precision. Even if you remain in the same physical location, your energetic position shifts dramatically. You vibrate at frequencies they can no longer access. You exist in dimensional spaces their lower consciousness cannot penetrate. You evolve beyond the energetic neighborhood where they once found you. Your advancement serves multiple cosmic purposes. First, it rewards your spiritual alignment with enhanced opportunities and experiences. Second, it creates necessary distance from those operating at incompatible frequencies. Third, and most relevant to this message, it magnifies their awareness of losing you. Each step you take forward drives the cosmic blade deeper into their awareness. Each achievement you claim intensifies their recognition of opportunity lost. Each evidence of your thriving existence without them confirms the divine protection surrounding your path. The universe ensures they witness your progression through social connections, through mutual acquaintances, through energetic awareness, through dream communications. They receive updates on your magnificent journey forward. Each piece of information about your advancement serves as divine confirmation of their catastrophic error. Their belated spiritual awakening reveals you in your authentic form, a being of exceptional cosmic significance. Where once they perceived an ordinary individual, now they recognize a soul of extraordinary divine purpose. They see you now as magical, enchanted, cosmically selected. Your energy radiates with unmistakable spiritual signature. Your presence carries undeniable divine authorization. Your very essence communicates celestial origin and purpose. In their enhanced perception, your aura glows with colors beyond ordinary visual spectrum. Your energetic field pulses with patterns, reflecting cosmic intelligence. Your spiritual anatomy reveals structures indicating divine selection and protection. You appear to them now, as you have always been, extraordinary. This vision comes not as blessing but as torture. The universe grants them perfect spiritual sight precisely when the vision serves only to illuminate what they've permanently lost. They recognize your divine nature with agonizing clarity now. That this recognition can only feed their regret. Their dreams reveal you surrounded by light beings. Their meditative moments show you walking protected paths. Their intuitive flashes display you engaged in soul-level missions beyond their comprehension. Every glimpse confirms what they now understand with crushing certainty. You were always destined for exceptional experience. The cosmic irony stabs deeper. They fail to recognize your true essence when that recognition could have secured their place beside you. Now they perceive your magnificence with perfect clarity when that perception serves only to magnify their loss. In quiet moments, they attempt to energetically connect with you across distance. They send thoughts toward your consciousness. They direct emotions toward your heart. They project apologies toward your soul. Yet the cosmic law remains firm. Their belated recognition cannot bridge the gap their earlier blindness created. Hello, chosen one. Look at your life. Now look at ours. Back at your life. Now back at ours. Sadly, you're not in the obsidian inner order, but you could be. Picture this. Weekly group calls with 450+ chosen ones, recorded and available anytime for your enlightenment. Our private Discord? It's not just active, it's alive, buzzing with ideas, breakthroughs, and that unstoppable chosen energy. Oh, and for you romantics out there, welcome to Chosen Singles, where soulmates meet under cosmic alignments, not cheap pickup lines. And if that's not enough, Star Chamber members unlock exclusive interviews with bona fide targeted individuals who faced the darkest trials and survived to tell the tale. Plus, our video specials. Too bold, too raw, too spicy for YouTube. This isn't just a community, it's a revolution of soul and spirit. Look at your DMs. Now back at me. The link to join, it's in the description. Don't just swipe right on destiny, claim it. The Obsidian Inner Order. Smell like ascension. Feel like magic. Live like a chosen one. Humans possess remarkable capacity for denial. They can suppress truth, ignore intuition, and rationalize discomfort for extended periods. Yet eventually, even the strongest psychological defenses crumble. Under sufficient pressure, your person has reached this critical breaking point. The sleepless nights accumulate. The physical symptoms intensify. The emotional turmoil expands beyond containment. The spiritual messages grow impossible to ignore. The combination creates unbearable internal pressure that demands release. There, breaking arrives not as gentle realization, but as catastrophic collapse. Their carefully constructed facade develops fatal cracks. Their emotional containment system fails completely. Their cognitive dissonance reaches unsustainable levels. The truth they've fought so desperately to deny now floods their consciousness without mercy. This breaking point manifests differently depending on their spiritual development. Some experience emotional breakdown, uncontrollable tears, unexpected outbursts, periods of depressive withdrawal. Others face cognitive crisis, inability to concentrate, disrupted thought patterns, overwhelming mental confusion. Still others encounter spiritual emergency, sudden awareness of metaphysical realities, overwhelming intuitive insights, consciousness expansion beyond their preparation. Whatever the specific manifestation, the result remains identical. I can no longer function without addressing the truth. They can no longer pretend contentment with their current circumstances. They can no longer ignore the spiritual hurricane raging through their internal landscape. They can no longer deny the central cause of their disintegration, losing you. Facing internal collapse without resolution, they make a critical decision, seeking professional help. This represents monumental admission, acknowledging they cannot resolve their spiritual crisis alone. Their ego surrenders to necessity. Their pride bows to desperation. Their self-image as completely self-sufficient shatters against reality. The lighthouse appears in their path, a symbol of professional guidance amidst their emotional storm. This may manifest as traditional therapist, counselor, or psychologist. For others, it emerges as spiritual advisor, religious leader, or metaphysical practitioner. Some seek combination approaches, addressing both psychological and spiritual dimensions simultaneously. This decision comes with tremendous internal resistance. Admitting need for assistance challenges their self-perception. Speaking their truth aloud to another person risks making their loss more concrete. Verbalizing their feelings about you transforms private pain into acknowledged reality. Yet their desperation overrides these concerns. Their need for relief surpasses their fear of vulnerability. They approach this professional help with partial dishonesty. They speak of generalized anxiety, unexplained depression, or non-specific relationship concerns. They mention sleep disturbances, physical symptoms, and emotional instability. Yet initially, they avoid naming the true cause. They dance around the central issue. They evade direct admission that you represent the earthquake shaking their foundation. Eventually, confession erupts, sometimes in flood of emotion, sometimes in whispered admission. The truth emerges with power proportional to the force used to suppress it. They speak your name with reverence and pain. They describe your extraordinary nature with faltering words. They admit the magnitude of their mistake in losing you with devastating honesty. This confession brings momentary relief, the temporary comfort of acknowledged truth. Yet it solves nothing. It changes no external reality. It alters no cosmic arrangement. It returns you to them Not at all. This realization intensifies their desperation. They push the professional for solutions, for techniques, for any method to eliminate their pain without resolving its cause. The professional faces an impossible assignment, helping them get over a connection the universe designed to be unforgettable, assisting them in moving on from relationship carrying spiritual significance beyond ordinary romance, facilitating closure for situation the cosmos arranged to remain perpetually open. Standard therapeutic approaches fail against this metaphysical reality. Cognitive restructuring cannot rewrite cosmic truth. Emotional processing cannot dissolve spiritual connection. Behavioral modification cannot redirect divinely arranged energetic bonds. Medication cannot sedate awareness of spiritual significance. The professional senses the extraordinary nature of their situation without fully comprehending its metaphysical dimensions. They recognize unusual depth and persistence in the attachment. They notice spiritual language entering descriptions of the relationship. They observe resistance to interventions that typically produce results. Their counseling process follows predictable trajectory. Initially, the professional attempts standard approaches, encouraging emotional expression, challenging cognitive distortions, suggesting behavioral changes, recommending mindfulness practices. These produce minimal results at best, often worsening the situation by confirming the exceptional nature of the connection. As conventional methods fail, the professional gradually shifts toward approaches acknowledging spiritual dimensions. They explore existential aspects of the loss. They discuss concepts of meaning, purpose, and destiny. They consider metaphysical perspectives on relationships. They may even recommend spiritual practices as complement to psychological work. This evolution brings partial relief. Acknowledging spiritual reality allows more authentic engagement with the situation. Yet the fundamental dilemma remains unresolved. They cannot get over you because the universe never designed this connection to be overcome. The cosmic truth they gradually confront through this process delivers both liberation and devastation. Their inability to forget you reflects not personal weakness, but universal design. Their continuing attachment to you demonstrates not unhealthy obsession, but spiritual recognition. Their persistent pain indicates not psychological malfunction, but soul-level awareness. Within their consciousness, war rages without ceasefire. Opposing forces clash without resolution. Contradictory truths battle for dominance. This internal conflict creates the unbearable tension, driving their physical and emotional disintegration. One part knows they must move forward without you. This aspect acknowledges the physical separation as permanent reality. It recognizes their current commitments and responsibilities. It understands the practical impossibility of returning to what was lost. It advocates for acceptance, for closure, for redirected attention toward available connections. Another part knows they cannot truly leave you behind. This aspect feels the continuing spiritual connection transcending physical separation. It experiences the persistent energetic bond remaining intact despite external circumstances. It receives the cosmic communications confirming the relationship's spiritual significance. It argues for acknowledgement of metaphysical reality beyond material arrangements. These opposing truths create not mere cognitive dissonance, but soul-level schism. Their very consciousness fractures along fault lines created by this fundamental contradiction. Their internal experience resembles two separate realities occupying the same space: the material world, where you remain permanently lost, and the spiritual dimension where connection continues uninterrupted. During daylight hours, practical consciousness temporarily prevails. They fulfill obligations, they maintain appearances, they engage with current connections, they function within conventional reality. Yet even then, your energy intrudes without warning. Memories arise unbidden, emotions surface unexpectedly. Spiritual awareness breaks through momentarily. During nighttime hours, spiritual consciousness dominates completely. Dream states bypass rational defenses. Meditation dissolves conventional boundaries. Liminal awareness reveals metaphysical truths. Your presence becomes undeniable reality within these altered states. The connection flows unobstructed through channels their waking mind struggles to close. This alternating experience between material separation and spiritual connection creates the precise torture the universe designed as consequence for their failure to honor divine arrangement. They receive just enough spiritual contact to prevent forgetting, never enough to provide satisfaction. They gain just enough metaphysical awareness to recognize what they've lost, never enough to recover it. Nothing within this situation occurs randomly. Every element unfolds according to precise universal orchestration. The timing of their breaking point, their decision to seek help, their gradual spiritual awakening, all follow cosmic scheduling established before their current incarnation began. Their suffering serves multiple spiritual purposes simultaneously. First, it delivers appropriate consequence for failing to honor divine connection. Second, it creates necessary catalyst for their spiritual evolution. Third, it ensures they fully recognize and acknowledge your exceptional nature. Fourth, it prepares energetic foundation for future developments the universe already arranged. The intensity of their experience reflects perfect calibration, sufficient to ensure transformation without destroying potential for growth. The universe applies precise pressure required to crack their spiritual shell without shattering their essential structure. Their suffering represents not random torture, but expertly administered spiritual medicine. Dreams serve as primary channel for cosmic communication during this process. When consciousness lowers its defensive barriers, universal wisdom flows directly into awareness. Their nightmares carry coded instructions, symbolic guidance, metaphysical information crucial for their spiritual development. The terror they experience reflects not merely emotional disturbance, but appropriate response to encountering truth beyond their preparation. Physical symptoms manifest as secondary communication system. Bodily discomfort translates metaphysical reality into material language their conscious mind cannot easily dismiss. Each pain, each disruption, each physiological abnormality carries specific message regarding their spiritual condition. Their declining health represents not coincidental stress reaction, but precisely targeted feedback mechanism. Professional guidance arrives through synchronistic arrangement. The specific counselor, therapist, or spiritual advisor enters their life through apparently random circumstances orchestrated with cosmic precision. This guide possesses exact combination of qualities, training, and perspective required for their particular situation. The helping relationship establishes exactly when their readiness reaches necessary threshold. Every element works in harmony toward outcome already determined. Though they perceive chaos, though they experience random suffering, though they feel abandoned to meaningless pain, in truth, they move through expertly designed curriculum addressing their specific spiritual needs with perfect precision. While they struggle through their divinely arranged curriculum, your path receives different cosmic treatment. The universe surrounds your journey with exceptional protection, unparalleled guidance, and extraordinary support. Your forward movement progresses not through struggle, but through synchronistic flow. Opportunities appear precisely when needed. Resources manifest at perfect moments. Supportive connections enter exactly when beneficial. Your path unfolds with remarkable grace, reflecting your spiritual alignment and divine selection. The universe ensures specific conditions for your continuing evolution. First, You receive complete energetic separation from their lower vibrations. Protective barriers prevent their distress from affecting your frequency. Spiritual filters block their desperate attempts to reconnect across distances. Energetic boundaries maintain your vibrational integrity despite their chaotic emissions. Second, you experience accelerated growth beyond ordinary progression rates. Your spiritual development advances at exceptional pace. Your consciousness expands at remarkable speed. Your intuitive abilities sharpen with unprecedented rapidity. Your metaphysical awareness deepens with extraordinary thoroughness. Third, you encounter precisely calibrated reminders preventing complete forgetting. Occasional dreams bring them briefly to awareness. Specific triggers momentarily recall the connection. Particular dates reactivate certain memories. These serve not to disturb your peace, but to integrate the experience fully into your spiritual development. The contrast between your journey and theirs demonstrates fundamental cosmic principle. Alignment with universal flow creates grace, while resistance generates necessary friction. Your willingness to honor divine guidance produces harmonious progression. Their refusal to recognize cosmic arrangement results in challenging curriculum. Your path now serves as beacon for others experiencing similar awakening. Your energy transmits coded information, assisting collective evolution. Your frequency broadcasts specific vibrations, catalyzing particular transformations. Your very existence functions as cosmic technology, advancing universal purposes beyond ordinary comprehension. The universe delivers this information not to create attachment to their situation, but to facilitate complete release. You receive this knowledge not to maintain connection, but to achieve final energetic separation. This awareness arrives not to encourage rescue attempts, but to confirm the appropriateness of your forward movement. Their journey continues according to divine design, without requiring your participation. Their curriculum proceeds through necessary stages without needing your attention. Their transformation unfolds through appropriate challenges without demanding your energy. Your role in their spiritual development reaches completion through your very absence. Your path now demands full focus on your divine assignment. Your energy requires complete dedication to your cosmic purpose. Your attention belongs entirely with your spiritual mission. The universe confirms through this revelation that looking backward serves no beneficial function in your continuing evolution. As you absorb this revelation, universal truth becomes undeniable. You were always the one holding spiritual power. You were always the being of higher frequency. You were always the soul carrying divine assignment. You were always the consciousness selected for exceptional purpose. Their current suffering reflects not your importance to them, but their importance to the universe. Their unbearable pain indicates not your value in their eyes, but their value in cosmic sight. Their desperate attempts to recover equilibrium demonstrate not your significance to their happiness, but their significance to universal plan. The universe invests this extraordinary effort in their curriculum precisely because their spiritual development matters to cosmic evolution. Their soul carries specific assignments requiring particular awakening, triggered through this exact experience. Their consciousness contains unique coding, activated through this precise catalyst. Their energy holds special properties released through this transformative process. Your role in this cosmic arrangement brought necessary frequency, specific vibrational pattern, and exact energetic configuration required for their particular awakening. You serve divine purpose through both presence and absence, through both connection and separation, through both engagement and withdrawal. This revelation completes your participation in their curriculum. This awareness concludes your contribution to their development. This understanding finalizes your role in their transformation The universe now redirects your attention fully toward your continuing evolution, your expanding consciousness, your advancing spiritual mission. Move forward now with absolute certainty in your divine protection. Proceed with complete confidence in your cosmic selection. Advance with total trust in your universal support. Your exceptional journey continues with gathering momentum, accelerating significance, and expanding purpose beyond ordinary comprehension. The universe watches, the cosmos supports, the divine celebrates your magnificent becoming.